The Marvels trailer.
Yes,
We
we got
got an extended look.
We did. We got a new teaser trailer. It looks fun.
It does. I've said for a little while now I'm okay for Marvel to move away from their formula. I know that people on the internet and around the world are like, "Oh, this doesn't feel like a Marvel film," and then when they just follow the formula, they're like, "Oh, it's also the samey."
Mm,
And I think that's really hurt Marvel, the kind of indecision over what people want.
yeah,
Um, this seems like a kind of different I can get behind.
yeah. It's it seems fun in the sense of we're essentially getting like a team up film, like almost like a mini Avengers feel of like, okay, we're getting a few of the heroes teaming up now, but not necessarily like for an end of the world situation. It's because some weird shit's going on. They're stuck having to team up
Yeah,
and figure
they're
it out.
intertwined with each other. They don't have much of a choice.
Yeah, it's not so
And
much like end of the world. Oh shit, big threat. Let's get the squad together. It's a weird, smaller level threat that's like now we're intertwined and we're trying to figure this out. And then there's also someone coming to kill us. Like
yeah,
what? It's going to be
um,
fun.
and we've got some interesting relationships as well. We've obviously
Mm-hmm.
got Monica, who holds a bit of resentment towards Carol.
Mm.
Carol, who's off trying to be the big intergalactic superhero. Kamala, who adores Carol and is still coming to terms with being a hero herself.
Yeah.
In the trailer, Carol clearly recognizes Kamala's bangle.
Yes.
It does. So that makes me think that the villain, who's also wearing a bangle that looks similar, is
Mm-hmm.
almost certainly
It's same.
related.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
the villain's Kree.
yeah, I believe so.
So that makes me believe that the bangle is of some sort of Kree weaponry or like
Yeah,
an item from their culture. Which, yeah, interesting that we're now getting that's the connection of where it's from. Because obviously, a lot of people like the Ten Rings, the quantum realm stuff, maybe. But then, like, okay, we're getting a bit of a connection of where it's come from. And then, yeah, like you said, these relations of we've got, like you say, the resentment from Monica. Then you've got the fangirl getting to team up with the person that she just wanted to become and ended up becoming a superhero. Uh,
yeah,
there's going to be a weird mentorship, I think, that happens there.
100%. I think you're going to see her trying to mentor Kamala. Meanwhile, Monica's going to be like, "I've seen this before. She's just going to leave you." It's
Mm,
it's going to probably be a bit cliche in spaces, but it's probably going to give the film a bit of heart and a bit of meaning because they're all characters we already know as well. So we're
yep.
not having to do a lot of hard work getting to know them. We already know them. Um, and I believe it's also going to be the first time we've seen characters go from small screen to big screen. I'm not counting Daredevil because it was the Netflix show and we don't even know if it's canon.
I
But I
think you're
don't think we've yet
right.
seen a Disney Plus character on the big screen.
Other than, I guess, Kang, because our first introduction to Kang was Loki.
Yeah. So Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Um, so that's probably the closest, yeah.
But other than,
Um,
yeah, we've not had any heroes make the switch yet.
yeah. And two of them are going to be making the
Yeah.
switch in this. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I did enjoy, as like silly as it is. Obviously, the first Captain Marvel film was all about higher, further, faster. That was like what her and
Mm,
Monica's mum used to say to each other. And then at the end of that trailer, you get higher, further, faster, but each one of them saying a different part of it.
yeah.
I think that this film's going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I just know people are going to decide to panic because it's three leading women in starring roles, two of them also being people of color.
Yep.
So it sucks because it's going to get more hate than it deserves purely for that reason. All I ask is that people watch it and view it as a film and not. These people always complain about politics being brought into cinema, but they'll be the first ones to trash something as being woke instead of just representation.
Yeah. I think there's like the couple of worries I have with it. It's obviously all that's going to happen, but I think I worry that I don't want us to have an Ant-Man situation where it. I'm not saying I'm expecting one of these characters to die or anything, but like a situation where like there's an expected thing about to happen and then they kind of cop out and don't do it.
Yeah.
I'll be a bit annoyed if that happens. Like if they kind of just sidestep and avoid doing something that everyone's anticipating, a bit like what
Yeah.
happened in Ant-Man.
If it feels like they've at the last second reshot something because they
Mm,
wanted to go a different direction, because that's what Ant-Man felt like. It felt
yeah,
like he got left in the quantum realm and he was going to be stuck there, and then they decided last minute they were going to reshoot it because nothing was really explained. It was just, oh look, it works one last time. Let's go grab him.
yeah,
Um,
and
yeah, I completely agree.
I hope I we know there's this big setup for the Kang stuff. Obviously, I kind of want there to be some maybe more hidden connections or like something they're doing that then we're like, that's new. But then in a future film, it pays off. We're like, oh shit, that was connected. How like the original, like the first set of Marvel films were, we started like spotting these connections. I don't want it to be heavy, like they're fighting someone and then it's like, actually, psych, this is all about Kang. And like they make it this big end of the world situation again. It's like, no, it should have kept it just their issue that they're dealing with.
I, I agree, and I think part of that problem has come from fans. And I'm
Yeah.
not trying to absolve Marvel of the wrongdoings here. They definitely could have handled it better. But fans coming out of their first few films complaining there was no connection
Mm,
has forced them to tweak it slightly to make the connection more obvious.
hmm.
And now you get people going, oh, it wasn't even focused on that. It was focused on the Kang stuff. It's like, well, what do you want? Because the stuff we were trying to do would probably have made sense retrospectively, like the originals did.
Yeah.
But you guys were saying there was nothing in there instead of giving it time to actually mean something.
Yeah. So I think from the trailer, it doesn't feel like they're going to go like big end of the world and like tie it into Kang. It looks like they're keeping it its own issue. So
Yeah.
we should be good there. I'm looking for, like you say, it looks fun. Should be a nice change of pace a little bit.
I would very much like to go back to going to watch superhero films and just hoping they're fun and not worrying about too much else, at
Yeah.
least during the first viewing. Like
Yeah.
Blue Beetle, I was like, please just be fun, and it fucking was.
Yeah.
And it also happened to have a lot of love and everything
Mhm.
else good there. But that's what I wanted from it, and that's how I want to start viewing superhero films again.
Yeah. Agreed.